Yeah, finally, the birthday man is here. Birthday edition. Right, beautiful. Beautiful. Right, beautiful. I want to welcome everybody. I want to welcome everybody that is live with us now. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting. Right. Want to welcome everybody. All right. Right. Yeah, it's good to be in your screen now. I hope people enjoy my look today. It's a special day, right? You just have to enjoy my look. Maybe it might be my new look. Actually, today is my 42nd birthday. And it's been amazing. I was born on the 23rd day of May, 1982. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, today, I'm at work, so we will have to, young man, deal with it. All right. Okay, like I was saying, I was born on the 23rd day of May, 1982. If you grab your digital calendar, you will observe that I was born on a Sunday. I was also given a name Sunday at some point. Sunday, because I was born on a Sunday. But I didn't like that name. So I disinherited that name. I didn't like it. It was obvious that you were born on a church day. Not that the name is bad, but for me, it doesn't make much sense. It doesn't really, there was no impact coming from the name that I was born on Sunday. So I dropped that name. I was born in a little city, a city of Port Harcourt. My mom, Mrs. Mary. Wow, a very beautiful woman. She's still alive today. The people that survived the war, my dad also survived the war. Today is a very, very, very special day. 42 is a very, very special number, combination of 40 and 2, combination of 4 and 2, which will give you 6. 6 actually is the date of man. So today is a very special day, and those that are very good with the Bible numerology will tell you a lot of implication about the number 42. So it tells a lot of things. I strongly believe that a lot is going to happen with this new year, this new age of mine. Right? I was just telling you my story so far. Born in a little city of Port Harcourt by Mr. and Mrs. Nwaobia. Both of them are still alive. I want to take time to appreciate them. They played a very important role in my upbringing. They gave us the discipline that we wanted. I came from a family of 7. Okay, my father and my mom. I have other 4 siblings. Okay, 3. We have 4 boys and 1 girl, and we're doing good. God has helped us. Every one of us is still alive today. My elder brother was born, I think, 1978, while myself was 1982, 4 years gap. Wow. I was really a tata to him. You know what I mean? Beautiful. So this edition is a very nice one. I have my guys here. My people here. There's always, a guy that he makes sure that I appear very well, to the public. He wouldn't want me to mention his name, but the guy is good when it comes to things that deals with, optics. He's he's good at what he's doing. In fact, he arrived all the way from Osun State just to be with us. It's my shout out to all of them. I have a lot of people here, in case you think you're the only people that. In fact, some people stormed my residence yesterday night. We had Holy Ghost party. You missed a lot. In fact, you missed a lot. And maybe if you care, the next time we will give you a link so you can join that Holy Ghost party. We were there for more than 2 hours, jiving, doing things that were very, very necessary to bat the new year. My shout out goes to a very special person in my life, my beautiful, lovely wife. If you see her, you know that she's very beautiful. Her name is Grace, and she's filled with grace. Any way you want to look at the woman, fine. That's one of the benefits of if you happen to be somebody that stands on the rostrum, you stand somewhere to talk to a lot of people. You have a good sight. Not that I went by sight, however, but she's beautiful in all the way you want to look at her. She's got a very good heart. And they were able to put together all of that packages. My friends were all around. Most of my friends were all around. One came all the way from Ajah, and all parts of Lagos. We were together all through that night. My pastor was present also. My friends were all around. It's been amazing. In fact, we've been cruising on this. And this morning when I came to the office, wow, it was another version. The moment I opened the door, wow, some of the stars that were here, one thing about me is that they know they surprise me. You understand? I am not the type that you can surprise no matter what you do. I just believe that you're supposed to do more than this now. It's not that I don't appreciate what people are doing, but just like God, you cannot surprise God. God knows what you're capable of doing. So as a child of God, I should be acting like God. Maybe like now, you just decide to give me a Lamborghini. I will not be surprised now as birthday gift. How will I be surprised? You should do more than that now. My friends, they are big boys now. Decide to give me a house, maybe in the, I think maybe one of the places I would like. Portugal. Maybe just give me a very good place in Portugal. Maybe that is worth maybe 600,000 euros. I will not be surprised. I know what you that is listening, you think I know what that thing. I want more than that. It's birthday edition, you understand? Even so, if you say it's a Ferrari, maybe $350,000. I will not be surprised. You won't see me shouting, oh my God, yeah, really? I will not do that. You understand? But that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate, because I know I deserve even more than that. You know that all things are mine. Everything is ours. And considering the number of people that God has helped us, to touch in little ways. I listened to the, testimonies of some people last night when we had that. They said, wow, they brought a kind of, I would say, brought more responsibility on me, letting me know that, guy, you have so much more to do, which means you are really working. And people's life have changed. Some of the stories that the people said, it was like I was just being myself, being my real self to them, relating to them as a normal human being, not knowing that those things were really impacting their lives. So now it gives me the notion to be much more intentional, right, about how to live my life. All right? Good. I hope you're still there. Where you won't go now? We are about starting now. We are about starting. We're just about starting. Although this is just, we're going to be here for 1 hour. I'm at work. This is my office space anyway, one of my office space. Many times, most of the things you hear us do, I just speak from the office, and because of the concern I have for all of us, we squeeze out time, to share our thoughts and then So I'm in the office. You might be having one distraction or the other. Just take it like that, you know. This is a very informal setting today. Brother Bernard, how are you? All right. I told us I was going to answer some questions, and a lot of people have written in, and I know more questions are coming. I have the person of Christopher Okoro. Okay, he's my friend, and he's in the UK now. I have Dr. Adoni Celestine. The one beautiful thing about these people, we were all schoolmates, but they were all schoolmates. We all read from the same university. Dr. Celestine, a very good friend, very close associate to me. Okay, has question. Another person, Daniel Kelvin Jukel. Yeah. Solomon Ozamaka, Nwaobia Chibei, Solomon Chukwuka, Anastasia Chinwe. So all of these questions are already, their questions are here already. Onyinyo Obirita, Okechukwu Martin. Okay, maintain, right? Shade Kelechi, Ken Obioha, Ruth Adanna Okere, Annie Ndubisi Michael, Ekemezie Chiwendo, Nkwanta Odinaka, Bonaventure. Bonaventure is also a very good friend. Emmanuel Anthony. I think Emmanuel Anthony I used to know. He used to be in Oka, Anambra State. I guess he's still there now. Good luck. Sochima. Chukusom Fortunate. So we have about already forwarded messages, about 16 of them. But I will just attend to a few as the time will permit me. And if you have more questions, you can go to the comment section. Ensure you send in your question. We'll find time to respond to all of those questions. Maybe I will package them as a presentation in one of our episodes in order to address your question. Okay? But don't forget, in case you are new on our channel, don't forget to do your offering. Your offering is by subscribing, okay? You can subscribe to our page. Help us to subscribe so you can help to make our channel visible to others, and then click notification button so you'll be the first to know whenever we come on board with any of the products in terms of our conversation. That being said, okay, question number 1 from Christopher Okoro. He said, what is the greatest challenge you faced on your journey? He added to financial freedom. So I will just, what is the greatest challenge you faced on your journey generally? Because we are still on the journey so far. Greatest challenge, that's a very tough question anyway, because I've faced a lot of challenges in life. I've faced a lot of challenges in life. I've had a suicide thought twice in the course of my journey. That means I've faced a lot in life. I remember when it seems like nothing was working. It's not that it seems like nothing was working. Nothing was working. Every effort seemed as though you're not doing enough. But actually, I was doing enough. I was doing the much I knew to do. The much I knew how to do. I was putting in my best. But as it were, it was not paying off. Okay, it was not paying off. Many a times you get into some things and it looks as though that you're succeeding. At some point, you get everything busted. You go back to square one. These were terrible challenges. Terrible challenges. And I guess one of the greatest challenge, I would say, because of my kind of personality, the kind of person I am, how I was raised, I had different approach to failure. You know, I don't like failing. Not knowing that failure is part of living is normal. People that don't know how to fail, they are people that will not go far in life. people that will always be very, very careful with their life, and they don't step into things that they don't know how to do. So I was like that kind of person, very, very careful. Before you take any step, you check here, You're too protective. That was one of the greatest challenge, I had. And then in the midst of all of this, your conservation, being conservative, you still make mistake. And then when you make such mistake, you find it very difficult to forgive yourself. At some point, what will people say about me? How will people see me? Even you, you quack and fail. The thing the thoughts, you believe people have about your personality for the fact that you didn't do it well. These were the challenges. I think these are the biggest challenges that I had. Because of that, you begin to think of ending it all. Ending it all. Because you wouldn't want people to see you as a failure. You want to end it all because you failed. And it's obvious that you have failed. I remember one thing my dad taught me. He said, if you have failed, the best thing to do is dust yourself and start all over again. And that was a very big counsel. I got that counsel immediately after my secondary school days. My dad gave that counsel. If anybody didn't do well, in anything, you don't kill yourself. You don't overflog the issue. Don't cry too much. All you just need to do is you tell yourself that, boy, you just have to, start all over again, and you do that. That was the greatest challenge that I had. And what led to that? What led to, the suicide thought, which was the second one, was, please turn off that stuff, right? What led to that? Yes, turn it off, okay? I hope you are still there. You are listening to my story, right? Okay, I'm trying to respond to Christopher's question. What is the greatest challenge you face? So, which I've been expatiating on. Great challenge is how to handle failure. I didn't know how to handle failure. How to handle failing, and then because something failed, I wouldn't want to go into detail of that issue for now. That will be for masterclass, those that the inner cycles, But today, failing is nothing. In fact, we can intentionally go and try something just to fail. It's part of lesson, which has been the major breakthrough that we have had. I don't know if I've answered that question. I didn't know how to handle, failing. That was my greatest challenge in life. So it would not allow me, that mindset would not allow me to try new things. I kept doing the things I already know how to do them. Things I already know how, things that I was comfortable with. I just remained in my comfort zone. That was my greatest challenge, until I broke through that boundary, began to pursue things that I've not done before. And that is why, we are doing the things we are doing today. Okay. Dr. Celestine asked a question. He says, sir, assuming you have the opportunity to undo your life journey and to do it again, could you please shed some light on 3 things you will do differently if you were to do it again? Yes. There are certain things that definitely. 2 is already running in my mind. Okay, let me start with 1. One of them was this. My dad was a banker. He served in one of the commercial banks. And we growing up, he was always, as kids now, early hours of the morning, the man is already out of the house, comes back late in the evening. The banking job was very taxing. At some point, some people on the street hardly knew who our father was. He was not readily available, but he is my role model anyway. He's a very disciplined guy. Till tomorrow, till tomorrow. I love everything about him, but what I didn't love was the type of job he was doing. The job that keeps him away from his family, because he's another individual that we give his life for whatever he's doing. He doesn't like telling story. So the way he was committed, and also his position in the bank, his role in the bank, that made him to give his all. And those people that were targeting their retirement. So his eye was on the prize, retirement. He wouldn't want to take query and all the rest of them. So he was giving himself. So I didn't really enjoy that kind of life. You leave very early in the morning, you come back in the evening and stuff like that. And some other, rigid discipline that my dad had. So I try to avoid any line of training that will make me end up a banker. And so naturally, I was a business student in my secondary school days. I was good in business studies and stuff like that, bookkeeping. I even wrote NAPTEC exam. I wrote NAPTEC exam and also wrote my GC, and I did well in my NAPTEC exam. Okay. But because I didn't want to end up, as a banker, I decided to go for science. So I ended up studying engineering instead of doing something that was very much natural with my type of person. So if I had opportunity, and now, look now, all my life has been business, 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 business. Now you have to go back to learn the things you should have learned early in your earlier days. And not that the engineering studies didn't help us. It did. We also run business that is related to, the engineering stuff. But I can tell you, the core of my being has this craving for business development, administration, and leadership. So it's one of the things. If I have opportunity, I wouldn't go that route. It also goes a long way, to advise our young ones that are in school. Many a times you might think that your parents don't know enough, but actually they do. They know who you are. But we tend to, fight, struggle with, their leadership, which at the end of the day, we may come back to regret. I think that was one of the things that I would, if I have opportunity, of course, I will not have opportunity to do it. And we know as Christians, all things work together for good to them that love God, to them that are called according to his purpose. Eventually, because of the engineering courses, that was why I went to have my university education in Enugu State. And there I met a lot of people. My journey to Lagos was as a result of going to Enugu State. Yeah, the people I met there, the relationship we built, and then the recommendation they gave that guy, you ought to be in Lagos, you ought to be in Lagos. My dad was never in Lagos. The only time he came to Lagos was when, he visited their head office at Marina and stuff like that, or when they are coming for conference. He never lived in Lagos. So I never had any uncle that I would say I came to visit in Lagos. So all things at the same time work together for good. Else I would have been in another university. Yeah, I would have been in another university. I wouldn't have found myself in Lagos. And most importantly, I wouldn't have gotten to know my wife today, because it was from Enugu, and then I got recommendations to come to Lagos, and then it was in Lagos I met with my wife. Imagine what I would have missed. Thank God also that I didn't toe the line of my father. Maybe today I would be in one of the banking industries or whatever, because he was really determined to have somebody succeeding in the banking industry. My younger sister actually got to work in one of the banks, but she also resigned voluntarily. But if I was that kind of person, I wouldn't have resigned. I would have, stayed with the banking industry. I wouldn't have met my wife. I wouldn't have had the amazing kids that I have today. So thanks be to God that I did that. However, if I had opportunity, I would have known how to manage it. Maybe I would still go for management, but then still go back to the same school. We still come to Lagos, and then, all of that. And that is one. The other two, I'll leave it for the master class. I hope you're not jealous. I hope you're not jealous. Have you subscribed to our channel? You should do that now. Why have you not subscribed? It doesn't cost anything now. It doesn't cost anything. Just hit the subscription button. Turn on your notification, your notification bell. Okay? I believe, just do it now. Just do it. Do it. Have you done it? Should I continue? Do it. Let me continue. Let me wait for you while you do it. Guy, give me water now, please. I need some water. Don't mind me. Okay. Give me water. I need water first of all. Give me a glass of water. I need some water. Today is my day. I have a lot of things here in the office. I have a lot. My team of staffs, they are very wonderful people, and they did a lot of preparation for me. Okay. Ejike asked the question, how did you become this and I will not mention it. How did you become this? You can fill in the blanks. Okay. He says, share your real life. All right. Yeah. Cheers to. All right. Good. Water is life, right? Water is life. Make sure you drink water. Drink enough water. Water is life, to help your kidney, all right, and digestion. He said, how did you become this rich and wealthy? I wonder, this kind of guys, me at this age. Share your real life experience toward financial freedom. What did you do differently to get to this point? I think to get to this point is the most important question there. What did you do to get to this point? To this point. I did a lot of things, so there's no one thing that you say somebody did to get to this point, right? There's no one thing. I did a whole lot of things to do. But one of the basic things I can tell about myself is this: I'm a very simple guy. Very, very, very simple guy. Very simple guy. The things people treasure so much, I don't really attach importance to them. Very plain individual. Things that mean a lot to people don't mean anything to me. Very humble. I remember a schoolmate once asked me, what is your secret? Then we were still in school. So this has always been a recurring question. Not today. What is your secret? He asked that question when we were still in the university. One of my friends asked the question, what is your secret? I told him, the answer I gave that time was that I'm just humble. Just stay humble. God will always exalt the humble. And then he himself will resist a proud individual. So one of the things I will not forget that I do constantly is to take away pride from my life. Take away pride from my life. I'm not more important than any human being on this earth. We are all important. And this, you see the reflection of this in how I relate with people, how I respect people. No matter your age, I give you your flower. I respect people a lot. I respect people a lot. That's one of the things I know. I deal with pride, So I think a lot of people, they shoot themselves on the foot with pride. What you are not, or even if you are that thing, must you rub it all over people's face? Even if you are that thing, must you use it to intimidate people? Must you flaunt it on the faces of people? To be frank, nobody on earth knows my actual worth. And that's my personality. It helps me, to fit in to anywhere. I can fit in anywhere. I can fit in anywhere. If I come to a place where people tend to look down on me. When you begin to see productivity, begin to see capacities that we got, you will be wowed. You will say, wow, I even like it when you underestimate me. I love it for you to underestimate me. I don't like people to overestimate me. A lot of people love to be overestimated so that people will give them so much, give people so much hope, high expectations. But when opportunity is given to you to deliver, you will underperform. Many a times people underestimate what I could do. And then when I come to do those things, they will be like, you can do all of this. I think what has helped me in doing all of that is that I consistently work on myself in order to eradicate pride. So I think if you can do that, one of the things one of the signs of pride is you see people on social media, even the house they have not bought, they are flaunting it. I did this, all of those things. They just want to feel validated by some of those things. I don't do that. And that lifestyle has helped me to be moderately conservative in terms of to be prudent also in terms of investing, saving, investing. They talk about investing, how the people you impact, how you distribute the resources that God has given to you. I don't put in my resources in places that I know will not give real value. Just because you want people's validation, you just pour resources in place that will not bring any return, just for people to applaud you. No, I don't do that. I remember a few years ago, a colleague in the industry, while we were trying to invest in property, was like, Kai, it is car you need now, so that when your clients see you, they will know that you have those things. Don't trip me now. I didn't fall for that. Rather, I had to go in for investing. It's not car. You don't patronize me because of car. I'm not into show business. So if you're into show business, you can be doing all of that because of the optics. I'm not into show business. So I am in service delivery sector. So it's about delivering. So if you can deliver, definitely, you will have a very good market share. And then if you have built capacity to support yourself and to support others, you will be able to build a very big system. So pride that I dealt with helped me also to know who is ahead of me, who is better than me, who is older than me, and then just helped me to know where I am part-time and to be able to relate. I believe I've answered that question. And there's another person that wrote in a question, Solomon Ozamaka. He said, this is my question. My son is in SS2 and in science class. He's very good at fixing things at home, especially things that involves electrical. But he doesn't read his book. What is your advice in this situation? Because I want him to study electrical engineering. Okay. It's good to desire that he studies electrical engineering, but I must advise, most of the institutions we have in our Nigeria, especially tertiary institutions today, sorry to say, they are scam. Most of them, most of the public institutions we have today, they are scam. A majority of the things the child will go there to learn is just theory. If truly you have discovered that he has interest in practical stuff, I think you should enroll him in a place where they will teach him, the practical stuffs. You call it technical school, not really technical school. There are institutions that train people on hardware. There are hardware training institutions. And then electrical also is vast. I think that young man will need to be counseled so that experts will know exactly his area of interest. If he's interested in design, system architecture, and stuff like that. We need to know, is it instrumentation? Is it energy? We just really need to know the area. So I think the young man will need to be counseled, he need to be questioned so that, observe and question, so he could be, appropriately directed. You want him to study electrical engineering? I'm afraid, though, most of our tertiary institutions now, I'm not mentioning any name. Most of them are just a shadow of themselves, okay? So that he doesn't go there and get discouraged. Sorry to say, some of the lecturers even, they are not practical oriented. If you give them an assignment to execute, now you see that they will flop. They know a lot of theory, but they don't have any practical knowledge of what they are teaching. Sorry to say, I'm not kind of slighting our tertiary institution. Yes, I was also a product of the institution. As at then, we knew what we saw. The labs. Where are the labs? Where are the labs where you do the experiments? Where are the labs where you do the experiments? Where are the machines where you do the experiments? Okay, it's good. I would love him to study. If he's technically oriented, please look for a place where they focus on hardware, and then let him start from there. All right. Okay. Chiben wrote and he said, what is that one thing you never stop doing for the pursuit of your dream? All right. I hope we're good, right? Cheers. Okay. No, soon. I hope we are enjoying this section anyway. It's by the birthday section, and just be you and be me, right? It's what is that one thing you never stop doing for the pursuit of your dream? One thing I will never stop doing for the pursuit of my dream. Wow.
Ezechimere, your compass to financial freedom.
I think. Yeah. I remember now. One thing I will never stop doing: working with people. I will never stop working with people. I will always, want to have a community around me, because a tree does not make forest. Even though you are the person that conceive an idea, there is no way that idea will be executed appropriately with you alone. So each time I dream, I try to find the other support, the other people that, will help to fulfill that dream. That's one thing I will not stop doing. So relationship is very key for me. Relationship is very key for me. Even in the course of the business I've been doing, I've done business for some people for decades, and we are still doing business. Don't mind this, my shine face, so I'm not a small boy. We've been around for quite some time, right? 42 is 42. 42 is 42, right? 42 is 42, and I've been around. I've been around for quite some time. I think I registered my first business when I was still around Enugu. I left Enugu 2008. So as of 2007, this guy has started doing business. So if you do the maths, 2007 to 2017 is 10 years, right? So this year already is 17 years. 17 years. Guy, I've been around though for quite some time. And over a decade experience, if you like, don't value it. Majority of the businesses, they fail within the first 5 years. And we've been in business for more than ×3 of that number. It means that there is a level we have crossed in life. So if some people are talking, we should listen. It's not about how much money. It's about sustainability. Sustainability. And what has helped us to stay is the kind of team that we build in any place. I will never want to be a lone ranger. Never will I want to be a lone ranger. No matter the type of business that I want to pursue, I will always want to have people to be partner with us in that business, where we share both, we share the risk and also share in the reward. We share in the risk and we share in the reward. So I will never stop to be a team player. Or what were you expecting me to tell you? What were you expecting me? What were you expecting me to tell you? What do you think I should tell you? I will tell you what I will not stop doing. You understand? The other ones we are starting already. We are already consulting. They are already collaborating with people. I will never, in the pursuit of my dream, I will never. When you go to, I think there was a story about Nimrod Kush in the Tower of Babel. He said, let us build ourselves a tower. But the idea was conceived by one man. But there is no way one man will be able to fulfill it. You will always need people, to help in the execution of that. He said, let us make ourselves a tower, not make me. You see, the agenda is not about me. The agenda is about, the team. And I can tell you today, Chiben, you know very well now, my team members are doing very well. They are doing very well. Every member of my team is doing very well. Anyone that is not doing well now, definitely there is a very high potential that is going to do well. It's just a matter of time. And that's one is basic. It's basic because our business model, our partnership model is such that, carries everyone along. I think it is one of the driving force of our growth, where everybody is a part of it. Everybody owns a part in the business. If you call it struggle, everyone. Okay. I need some water. All right. Okay. Wow. There's a question from Solomon Chukwuka, aka Daddy Solo. Thank you. Okay, Daddy Solo. He asked a question. He said, at what degree of exercise is expected for a mustard seed faith that gives us access to move mountain? At what degree of exercise? Okay. And how much exercise does a small faith require, in order to grow and begin to do, big things? You say, what is the degree of exercise? It's just like where Jesus told his disciples, pray until you receive power, I think. Until you receive, pray until you receive, the power from on high. When he promised his disciples, made it known to his disciples that that he is sending a comforter, a paracletor, a backup, the one that will take over after he has gone. However, pray until you receive. So he didn't tell them to pray for 1 day. He didn't tell them to pray for 2 days. He didn't tell them to pray for 1 week. He didn't tell them to pray for 1 month. He didn't even say they should pray for 1 year. He said they should pray until they receive. So my response will also go in that aspect. There is no degree of exercise that is not expected for your small faith to begin to move mountain. All degrees are expected. You understand? All degrees are expected. After all, how do you want to measure, the degree of exercise? Now we live in a days where, some people will believe today and tomorrow they will doubt. They believe tomorrow and the next day they will doubt. If I tell you that it is after one year, then I will mislead you, because if after 1 year you're not able to do great things, then you will say this young man has misled me. So the exercise that is needed is you keep exercising until you begin to get the expected result that you want. Now, what you might call a mountain. some people might see it as an anthill. So a mountain to another person is an anthill to another individual. So it depends on, where you are standing. Depends on the mindset you have. It depends on the background that you have. It depends on the people that are around you, So mountain is relative, challenge is relative, struggles are relative. It depends on who is the mountain, before. Something you might call a mountain, another individual will just see it as something different. So for you to be able to move mountain with your small faith, you continue to challenge that mountain with that your small faith. Continue to challenge that your mountain with that your small faith. Keep challenging. Every day you confront that your mountain with your little faith. It is when you discover that your little faith has been able to move the mountain away, that's when you know that is the degree of exercise that is needed. Yes, exercise that is needed for you to move a mountain. You keep challenging the mountain. I don't know your challenge currently. Maybe business you're trying to, something you're trying to crack. Maybe easy for 1 week. No, keep confronting that thing until you crack it. I remember some few years ago, we had some challenge, not in business. It was really a big challenge. It's another challenge that I know. I say one that I will not want to talk about, publicly. But I went for counseling actually, and I was advised, to continue to confront. You understand? To continue to confront. At some point, I almost gave up, or I almost took a decision that wouldn't have permitted me to be where I am today, But I had counsel, that I should continue, confront it, be frontal in the confrontation. The same level of faith we had was what we using. We keep attacking. We kept getting no, but we continue to confront until one day, the matter was over. And here are we today, encouraging other people. All right. Somebody wrote here, he said, I want to venture into tech career. To be precise, data analysis. He said, with zero experience, what do you advise, sir? Well, it's not good to give advice from, where you don't have background of who we're talking about. What are you really doing now? It is important we know what you're doing now. And then, why do you want to leave what you're doing now to go for data analysis? We just want to know about it. Is it because people have told you that data analysis is the in thing? Why do you want to go for data analysis? We should know why. I want to know why. You can inbox us. Want to know why you want to go for data analysis. Yeah, there is opportunity in computer science and data analysis. We are living in we are entering into AI, age now. But I can tell you for free, you don't just jump into things because people say so. I remember those days, all of us, I wanted to study petrochemical engineering. I'm from River State now. Almost every River State indigene want to study petrochemical or petrochemical. Yeah, then that was River State University of Science and Technology, Rust. Everybody want to go there because we feel it is our is our birthright. We have oil in our state and stuff like that. And a lot of people did study petrochemical engineering, but where are they today? You understand? Because people say that is it. It's not. I remember somebody advised me. He told me that see where the world is going to. Even though that advice was not the best, but it was better than the other. And then when we saw that was 2000, then we already entering Y2K compliance. So people already saw what the future were. And I was advised to go for computer science and engineering. That was how we went there. Went to computer because we believe that has more opportunity. Eventually, that's not what I'm practicing today. You understand? That's not what I'm practicing. I still fell back to who I am. I back to who I am. You understand? So we need to understand our configuration as an individual, and then we now take a decision on how to make that, make that real. Wow, I have a lot of questions to still answer. Wow, but I just have 1 hour. It's office time too. It's for the love we have for you that we just have to do this. You cannot rub it on people at the same time. This is a Thursday, and I have business engagements. In fact, most of my clients have been calling. I don't want to interrupt the section, so I just have to keep them. So I wouldn't want to keep them, for too long. Abi, you won't make I lose my clients. I know it's not what you want for me, but I just have to. There are a lot of questions here, and they are all important questions. I've been following the questions sequentially, how they were posted. I've not skipped any. Of the question. The next question we have here is, I think, Onyinyo Nwaobia say, how can one get this level of affluence? Me? Hey, which affluence now? Me? No, this one is within our cycle. Within our cycle. Huh? Yeah. Within our cycle. Me, I don't even see these things, so I am blind to all of these things. In fact, there are some protocols that people want to do for me that, I'm not usually comfortable with them, but I just have to learn, and flow with them. There is nothing special that I did, if not, like I've mentioned, just relate with people, impact life. I'm impact driven. How can I contribute to this person's growth? We may not do much. We might just listen to the person. We might just give him an advice. We might just open our door, to accommodate the people. Just empathy. I think that is just it. Feel the way the people feel. The Bible told us we do not have an high priest that is not felt with the feeling of our infirmity. He knows our weakness. I've been there. I know what it means, to lack money. I know what it means to be squatted. I know what it means to be without job. I know what it means, to be rejected. So I've had all of this experience, not because I didn't come from a poor family, but at some point, because it was necessary to take a decision, I took that route, and that is what has landed me here. I remember one of the days I prayed one stupid prayer. I will call it a stupid prayer. Each time those days we had leadership role when we were in the university. People come to us for counseling, advise us, and they come to us for advice. And then while you are asking the people question, you see the background where they came from. Because I don't really have their experience. It's very funny. Sincerely, I went to God and I told God, help me to get the experience of these people so that I can know how to relate with them. And God answered that prayer. Things became tight for us, for me as an individual. Things became rough to the extent that, I'm getting emotional because I knew how it was those days. Some night, I will wish that it would be endless night, because I had a lot of troubles, waiting for me during the day. If I happen to go for a program, I will want the program to be endless, So, coming from that background, now I know what people are going through. I'm not saying you should pray that prayer. It's not easy. At some point, I now had to pray it. I say, Lord, I have learned. Please graduate me. Yes, I remembered that I told God, let me invite this thing. I came from a moderate family, but because I couldn't really relate with people, so I went and I prayed, and God answered that prayer. And then that built the foundation of what we are doing today. You see us venture into leadership and stuff like that. That was what led to that. And there is no way you will affect lives and you will not get that value in return. There's no way. There's no way. If you give, it will be given back to you. Good measure, pressed and shaken and running over. That is it. So it's the life of impact. Giving is life of impact. And that is what has helped us. He said, this other person said, I'm trying to rush down because I have less than 7 minutes to go. He said, he said, I think this, okay, Rita Chidera Obi, if you happen to sit face to face with the wisest man in the world, what question would you ask him? The question, it will be relative. Permit me to drink my water again. Water is life, right? What is the question I would want to ask the wisest man? It depends on where I am. It depends on the challenge I am having, as at the time I will meet him. There's no one question that you say you ask. You understand? There's no one question. Like currently now, there is a particular business we're trying to set up in one of the places, and still in the developmental stage. I don't know all the ins and outs. Today, now, the question I will ask him is about the things I don't know in that business. That's what I will ask him. So it depends on your challenge. Now, you cannot begin to ask questions that you don't intend to use. Some people want to be, how do I put it? They just want to blend with people. Stereotype question that after the answer is not going to profit you. No, you should know which one will profit you. If you are thinking of, how to scale your business, and then you've been trying all this while you don't know how to do that, and you meet the person that knows how to, you ask him that particular question you want to apply at the moment. Don't ask him the one you intend to apply in the next 20 years. Don't go and ask somebody my own question. And if they answer you, all you need to do is to come and tell me. Okay, you asked question that is relevant to your phase, what you are passing through now. That's my advice on that. That is my advice on that. He said, what this person is Eze Okechukwu. He said, what are the keynotes to attaining successful life, yet devoted and not compromising to the waves of the present age? What are the keynotes to attaining successful life? Okay, basically, I think you should know your purpose, know what you are cut out for. You should know why you are here. What is your assignment? What's your primary assignment? Then some people will go further to know secondary, tertiary, and on and on and on and on. But primary assignment is very, very important. You should know why you are here. Because if you say you succeeded in something that is not what you're supposed to do, how is that success? That is not a success. Know what you're here for. Know what you're here for. When you know what you're here for, it will help you now to build value system, that will protect you. Vision. If you know purpose. Vision is a product of purpose. Vision is a product of purpose. And then value system is a product of vision. And then the roadmap to it, which is the actions that you're supposed to take. Your value system will govern your actions. The value system you have been able to develop is what will govern your mission statement, the actions you have to take on daily basis, so that you don't go outside your primary objectives. Okay? Don't go outside your primary objective. If you're okay, let me leave it at that point. I have a lot of questions. Okay. However, I know that I will not be able to answer all the questions in one breath. I have another live show on the 22nd of June, precisely 6 p.m. I'll be having a podcast with two amazing young people, you will love to hear those young people. We will complete some of these questions. But I want to sincerely, all right, give me that, my flyer, let me see. Right. I have an amazing team here. So I'll be having a live podcast on YouTube on the 22nd of June, 2024. Time is 6 p.m. prompt. Venue is this YouTube channel. The title is Young and Relevant. Young and Relevant. Okay, June is just here. Okay. There's this, my guy, Latest Landlord. Yeah, Latest Landlord is going to be live with me. Yeah, Latest Landlord is going to be live with me. And also, Valentine Okafor. Valentine Okafor is going to be live with me. So, okay, and Valentine Okafor is celebrating +1 tomorrow. You see the connection. Wow, it's 24th. So, Valentine, happy birthday in advance. Okay, we will be live on my channel on the 22nd day of June 2024. Young and relevant. I know you are young and you need to be relevant. Make a date with us and ensure you subscribe and tell your friend to tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. And the tell a friend should be endless, okay? We want to have like 10,000, people viewing live on the 22nd day of June, definitely. And don't forget my birthday gifts. Yeah, I would not be surprised if you give me a G-Wagon, Lamborghini, a Rolls Royce. I will not be surprised. How will I be surprised? Are you not billionaires? So permit me to say peace out. I love you all. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Peace out. Thank you. Yeah, see you on 22nd day of June. Bye.